There's two students two in bad shape in the cafeteria.
For the first time locally, we're hearing the 911 tape from 10 years ago when a 15-year-old boy walked into Thurston High School and changed history.
Okay, we have that the suspect may be a Kip Kinkel, so I just want you to be aware of that. So if you see this person, you can get down.
When Kip Kinkel opened fire, he cut 2 young lives short, injured 25 of their students, emotionally wounded a generation of young people. Today, silence and a wreath helped Thurston remember that we not only mourned, we mobilized to take care of the survivors and fight against violence. Good evening, I'm David Walker.
And I'm Jennifer Winters. Good evening.
Tonight, on this 10-year anniversary, we take an in-depth look at the Thurston school shooting.
We look back on the date that shattered lives and made heroes of boys.
We'll see where some of the survivors are today and how they're moving on with their lives.
And we'll visit Thurston High School today, where they quietly, respectfully remembered what many want to forget.
We'll also reflect on the future. We are more careful, but are we safer?
We start with that look back. The Thurston school shooting on May 21st, 1998 is arguably the worst crime our community ever suffered through.
We haven't shown this video in a very long time. That's at the request of the survivors' families.
But tonight, to move forward, we need to look back and remember where we've been. For some, we've been through hell.
These are the images burned into our collective memory. The bloody boy walking dazed from school. The crying girl pulled away by friends. The stretcher carrying a wounded child. The frantic parents searching for answers.
And I will find out where.
Videos seen the world over in the aftermath of the Thurston shootings. But this tragedy actually started the day before. May 20th, 1998, 15-year-old Kip Kinkel is expelled for bringing a handgun to school. Back at his Springfield area home, Kinkel shoots both his parents, Bill and Faith Kinkel. He later tells police he wanted to spare his parents, both Spanish teachers, the shame of his expulsion. Early the next morning on May 21st, Kinkel drives his mother's car to Thurston High School. Under his trench coat, he carries 2 handguns, a rifle, a knife, and more than 1,200 rounds of ammunition. At 7:50, Kinkel enters the school and in a hallway shoots Ryan Atterbury and Ben Walker. Walker dies later at the hospital. Kinkel walks into the cafeteria filled with 200 students and starts firing.
What is your emergency?
This is Thurston High School. We have a gun on campus. There's someone shooting.
He gets off 51 shots, making 37 hits. He puts the gun to the head of Michael Nicolason and kills him. Another 25 students are wounded. When Kinkel starts to reload his gun, Jake Riker and Adam Wahlberger tackle Kinkel. Several other boys pile on the teen, holding him down until police arrive.
I took him down, started throwing, beating, just punching him.
He looked at all of us actually and said, "Kill me, just kill me now."
People just running. Everybody's running everywhere.
In the chaos that follows, police, parents, and reporters descend on the school, all looking for answers. Kinkel is arrested. Later that night, police bring him back to the scene of the crime. He confesses as he retraces his steps at Thurston with officers.
What happened from this point in the breezeway?
Wounded students flood into hospitals. Parents search for their children. Stories of Kinkel and warning signs begin to spin.
He's one of these people that everybody thinks he's joking around about making bombs and modifying guns and stuff, but it turns out he wasn't lying.
In the days that follow, the community mourns.
We ask you, Lord, for peace.
At massive community vigils, they bury the dead and turn the Thurston fence into a memorial wall. The stories of heroism and hope unfold. The boys who tackled Kinkel receive scholarships.
If I didn't do it, somebody else would have.
Teresa Miltenberger, shot in the forehead and given a 20% chance of survival, finally leaves the hospital.
She's almost beside herself. She's so excited, laughing all the way down the hallway.
I want to thank all of you for coming today.
President Clinton visits Thurston, meets with victims, and calls for change. Plans for a permanent memorial take shape and anti-school violence coalitions form. Then, in September 1999, days before the trial, Kinkel pleads guilty, abandoning his insanity defense. The sentence, 111 years in prison. For the survivors, justice, and finally a chance to heal.
Until these scars go away, until I can look at my boyfriend and he doesn't feel guilty that he couldn't save his friend Mike, until that happens, no, the emotional effects won't go away.
And you can hear more of our exclusive 911 tapes from Thurston by visiting kval.com.